Okay, here we go. We're back for the top 10. Thanks if you stuck with the other video for the whole video. It was almost an hour.
Yes.
Of Skip It's MS.
We had a lot of content. We had a lot.
We did. There was a lot. So I'm going to start the video off with this. Got my shirt on. Veteran suicide. Found out a buddy of mine is not having a good time. Guys and gals, everybody, veteran or not, it's okay to not be okay. Guys, I'm talking to dudes right now. I know we're expected to be Superman and have everything perfect all the time, but it's okay if you're not okay sometimes. It's okay to say, hey, need some help. It's okay to go talk to somebody. I encourage it. It's okay. Yeah. It's all right. You don't have to be invincible, right?
I'll second that. When I was stationed down at Eglin Air Force Base, I worked with a gentleman who was married, had kids. His wife was divorcing him, was taking the kids. He didn't get the help he wanted, and one day he went to the vault, took a 9mm out, went to a lake, shot himself. Didn't talk to anyone. Please talk to someone, please.
It's okay to not be okay.
Yes.
It's okay to go talk to someone. It's encouraged. It takes a stronger man to go talk to somebody than it does to think you can handle it all by yourself.
Yes.
For real. Okay, with that being said, let's get to our top 10 comics of the week. You ready?
Let's do this.
Okay, so the Skip and Mez were pretty skippity and May, and I'm really excited about my top 10. I put a ton of thought into this. I know Drew does also.
Yes.
I'll have some spec in mine. Drew doesn't have any spec in his. That's really fine. Doesn't matter. And there may be some fireworks because we didn't disagree on some of the skip-its.
And there were some ones that I had to skip it. Some of you said your picks, some were my picks.
Yeah, there's some I haven't seen yet from you. I'm curious to see what you have to say. So let's get started. So number 10. Number 10.
We got Rabbit World, number 4.
Man, I didn't even read that one. I got XMen.
Okay.
So XMen snuck into my top 10 barely.
Yes, it was a meh for me.
It's a key. So we got first Dr. Stasis. Some people are going to say it's a cameo. We don't see Dr. Stasis's face, but there's like 5 panels of dialogue. And Dr. Stasis gives Ben Ulrich something very, very important that's going to impact the X-Men in a huge way. And I didn't really like the High Evolutionary stuff. I thought the High Evolutionary, it was kind of a one and done. Shows up. Hey, see you're evolving. Great job. Here's something you can do to kill all the humans. Oh, we don't want it. What? Take it. No, don't take it. Okay, bye. That was kind of it. So, anyways, there you go. That's. I'll leave it at that. You should pick it up because it's key factor. Okay, go for it. Rabbit World.
Rabbit World, number 4 from Scout Comics. This has been a fun series.
I should read this.
Yes, this has been a fun, fast-paced zombie outbreak in real time. We're seeing it from the scientist's perspective, soldiers' perspectives, people on a boat. And this one focuses here on the end with the scientists being protected by soldiers trying to develop the vaccine, the last second, what they can do. And they come up with a novel approach. Does it work? I don't know. And the more important question is, where did this virus come from?
Okay.
Who or what created it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Read it and find out.
I want to read it.
It's a fun conclusion.
Okay, that was number 10.
Yes.
Number 9.
The 9s. Fantastic Four, 36.
Ooh, I'm surprised to see that. Okay, so Batman. This was probably the most Batman comic I've read. But for me, it's working. So Ghostmaker and Ghostmaker's very prominent in this. I'm liking the character of Ghostmaker.
He should be in his own series.
Yes. I'm liking the character of Ghostmaker. He's like a super cocky Batman, basically.
Oh, but he's a killer too.
Oh yeah, but he's a murderer. He'll kill. Yes. Yeah. So I'm liking. They go through this weird little headspace to see what Scarecrow did to Batman's head. There's a lot of stuff happening in here. The Peacekeeper 1 is out there doing stuff. We get to see Batman be a badass again, finally, for a brief moment, but it's short-lived because, again, my biggest complaint about this is that we know where it ends. We know how this all ends. So it's hard to be vested, but I'm actually enjoying Fear State. I'm enjoying Fear State so much so it crept into my number 9. So I'm going to keep reading it. The tie-ins are total throws away. All the tie-ins are skip-its for me this week. but the main story to me is still very solid. So go with the Fantastic Four. I'm curious to hear what you guys say about this.
I was surprised by this. This was actually not bad.
Yeah.
And
I liked it.
Yeah,
this is Fantastic Four
yes.
36.
Correct.
Legacy 681.
It was actually emotional seeing Johnny trying to eat a cheeseburger, but couldn't. He's trying, because he's on fire. He's constantly on fire. He's trying to, boom, it melts.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's in a stasis field. You can eat. Yeah. He's like, really?
Yeah,
like,
God, that has to suck.
Have you had, yeah. Well, just the frustrating part of not,
And the other thing is like his mutation through his sexual activities caused his life partner to mutate as well. So their actions caused her to mutate as well in this.
Yeah.
And this had a heart to it. You know, they have a great heart to heart at the end of this. And yeah, this is a very good issue. I recommend this one.
Yeah, it's very well written.
Yes,
Who's
it is.
writing this one?
Dan Slott.
Yeah, surprising.
Yes, out of nowhere.
Sorry there, Dan.
Yeah,
but
Chris O'Skation step in and help him out.
Yeah, there's a lot of heart in there. You feel the connection between Ben and Johnny, him and his soulmate,
former
soulmate, and just the whole FF family. Really, kind of what he's going through. But anyway, I enjoyed it too. I'm not mad at you for that one. Not mad at you for that one. Number 7.
Oh, 8.
Oh, sorry, 8.
The Ocho. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange.
8, I think that's a ratio, maybe.
Oh, I did?
Good pick. I mean, that's fine. I'm mad at you. I could be wrong, though. I have Alien number 7, beginning of a new story arc. Okay, so Alien. There's that moment that I've been looking for in Alien that I love, that oh crap moment.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I said the S word. I'm trying not to curse. I was like, oh crap, look at that. That is awesome. It felt like I was reading a movie. It's super good. There's the intro scene where you get the, and then we change scenes to another place and we start to get connected to these people over there. And then boom, something happens and you're like, oh, I know what's coming in the next issue. This is super good. Alien ended on a very strong note, the last story arc. This is 2 years after that story arc, and it picked right back up, and it's still, I can't believe I'm saying that about a number 7 of a property based in a sci-fi movie. Never thought that would happen, but it's being done very, very well by Marvel. They're handling the property great. Philip Kennedy Johnson is doing a fantastic job. Love it.
I'll save my thoughts for later on that.
Cool.
Yes.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is murdered, but by whom?
Yeah.
And so with Doctor Strange's murder, we see that the world goes into chaos. But it appears he may have been prepared for this inevitability.
Maybe. So,
maybe.
I love this. It's later in my or in my top 10, sorry. Yes. It's later in there. I absolutely loved it.
So, okay, my one gripe about this. I've asked constant people about this. I haven't asked you.
Okay.
When you walk your dog, do you refer to it as walksies?
No, but I have stupid sayings for you don't own a dog, so when you own a dog, you say stupid shit to your dog.
Okay.
Like, potty outside? You want to go potty outside? That's for my dogs to go potty. Do you want a treat? Who wants a treat? That's getting a treat, right? You ready to go to bed? It's time to go to bed. Who wants to go to bed? So you say lots of stupid shit to your dog, yeah. Okay. So Woxies, very believable, yeah.
Okay, I asked a lot of people, no one's ever referred to it as that.
Well, no one says Woxies, but I say lots of stupid shit to my dogs, and they know exactly what it means.
Okay, that's my one gripe about this. Besides that, it's a good read, good solid read.
Yeah, we got lots of stupid dog things. But yeah, I loved it too. It's coming up later for me too. I loved it. Okay, now we're on number 7.
7. Onslaught Revelation.
Oh, shut your dirty mouth.
Oh, you shut your dirty mouth. Holy crap.
These are the ones we had our big disagreement on.
Jesus.
Okay, I'll start Eat the Rich. I loved it. I super loved it. The girl's freaking out. They explained what happened in issue 1 because we see one of the hired help in issue 1. Go back and get it. If you're not reading Eat the Rich, go back and get it. We see this weird ceremony where the hired help gets roasted, right? And then they kill him and they're going to eat him. Well, they explain how and why it all happens. And you're kind of like, okay. Horror movie? This should be a horror movie. I could see this on Netflix. I would watch it. It'd be like number 1 in the country for a week until the next thing came along. But I'm loving this series. I'm so glad we did a variant for it. We have the only Virgin variant. It's probably still on the website. Love it. Absolutely loved it. Drew hated it. Yes. I loved it. And I hated Onslaught that Drew loves, so go ahead with that.
Onslaught Revelation #1. Okay, so my opinion, shame on Marvel, Jordan White, and the whole X office. This event what goes on with this and Way of X. This should be the big event going on right now with Onslaught.
Okay.
This should be what's going on. This has stakes. This is consequential, and there's a badass villain involved.
Okay.
It makes more sense than the quote-unquote trial of Magneto. So Xavier has started deleting the backups from mutants. Why? I don't know. If there's one downside to this comic, it's when it gets to the Cortez origin story. A persecution tourist? I've never heard of that term.
Yeah, that was
before.
kind of strange too.
Yeah. But I thoroughly enjoyed this, and we're the ending to this with David and what he sets up for the mutant nation and what Nightcrawler has established for him and other mutants. I can't wait to see where it goes next. This actually had stakes with what they set up with the mutant nation.
I don't know. I felt totally opposite. I felt like I was just left.
I was excited. I was turning page to page. I'm like, this is the X-Men I want.
I felt like I was totally unsatisfied.
I was completely satisfied page to page in this.
I felt like I was watching a certain hub channel and the power went out. You can't say the PORN or else it gets flagged. Yeah, they have stuff now where they detect weird stuff. It's crazy. You notice in other people's videos they won't say certain words because they detect the words.
Oh, on YouTube, yes,
yeah.
Or if you mention certain viruses, stuff like that. Yeah.
Anywho, so anyway, I hated it, but Drew liked it, and he hated this, and I liked it. So hey, collect what you want, buy what you like. All right. Oh, okay. Next, we're on 6.
6.
Number 6.
3. Yes. Vampirella 24.
Siphon. Okay. First off, the art in this is absolutely tacular.
Yes, Jeff Edwards.
Jeff Edwards. We got to meet him at what con was that?
Planet.
Wow, just wow. I mean, and the story's really good. The story is really good too. This has been a solid first story arc of this. Was issue 3, I think, right? Yeah, issue 3. Solid story arc. The dude that's writing this, supposedly he was this big Silicon Valley dude, and he's writing comics now, I guess, and other stories. But it's really good. You got to pick up Siphon. Go back and get issue 1, 2, and 3. We're witnessing the birth of a hero. Really, I felt like I was reading a movie again, and I love that feeling because the action flows, the story doesn't get lost in the dialogue, the art is solid. And I was hooked on I found myself, after reading a page, I usually just flip right to the next one. I stopped and I would study the page.
Yeah. What's great is that in the very back, they have the pencils. And
the
the
pencils. Oh, man, the pencils are just... I was flipping back and forth. The colored page and the pencils. Yeah. Oh, man, those are some crazy lines. Like, super good. But anyway, what's his name again?
Jeff Edwards.
Jeff, great job, man. Holy crap.
Because we've seen his pencils and inks in person, and they are gorgeous.
Yeah. Super. Yeah. He's a talent. Look for this dude. Message me. I got some stuff for you, dude. It's so good. But I loved it. I love Siphon. Go get all 3 issues. The story's super good, and the art enhances it, and the colors are great. Just amazing creative team all around. Kudos.
And he watches our channel, so he commented.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yes. That's right. So anyway, kudos to them. Yeah. Okay, Vampirella
24, leading up to the final issue, 25. This could be the big wedding. Vampirella is looking for a way to cure her lover, Matt, so he won't be taken over by the Dracula virus.
So real quick, I don't give a shit about the story. Okay. I'm sorry. I wish Lucio would lighten that up a little bit. There's some great tentacle tree art going on there, and it's just so dark. Like, it's really hard to see it. Lucio, you spent so much time painting that demon, too, and it just printed... There's a demon on the top. You can't tell. But, man, it's so good.
So, anyway, I'll cut to the chase. There's some great stakes in this involved. There's a great villain involved who wants to take out Matt. But I can't wait for the next issue. I hope the wedding does happen. I hope there is a good, solid conclusion. This is a fun read. Recommend.
Okay. Yeah, I don't read those. But, cool. Maybe I should. Number 5, halfway through.
Siphon!
Oh, hey, there it is. And I got Bunny Mask. Okay. Bunny, go ahead, start.
So once again, this issue is worth the cover price for the art alone. The art in this by Jeff Edwards is beautiful. So our hero Silas faces Antonio in one final showdown. It is fantastic.
By the way, we're not just
Love
saying
it.
it because we met the dude. There's
No.
plenty of people that we met that we will say their stuff isn't very
We're
good.
good. Yes.
We keep it for reals, yo.
yes.
We keep it for reals.
So Jeff Edwards. I legit am serious. Jeff Edwards. I feel like we talked about this. Like the colorist kind of takes away his pencils. Kind of really takes away.
Well,
his
that always
names.
happens.
Yes.
That really happens to me with Anacleto.
Okay.
Jan Anacleto's art is so good.
Yes.
I love his pencils, and the colors it washes it ruins his pencils.
It's amazing when you look at Jeff's pencils and inks compared to the colors. It's like
night
there's
and
so
day.
much damn detail here.
Night and day.
It
This
is
should
amazing.
be. The color is so important to this comic, and the
Yes,
colorist
to the story.
nails
It is. Yes.
Was the colorist Khalees? The colorist. It's so important to the story.
Yes, it is.
But I would love to see a black and white
Yes.
version of this, like some kind of a director's cut or something.
Yeah, like an artist edition.
Oh
yeah.
man. Okay, are you done?
Oh, beautifully illustrated, well written. High recommend. It's
Oh
very
yeah,
fun.
great
Yes.
battle between hero and villain.
Yes, it's awesome.
Great battle between hero and villain, and of course it ends with the typical, but is he really dead? Moment. Yeah.
Bum, bum,
Okay,
bum.
Bunny Mask. This you need to concentrate when you're reading this. I know that sounds silly to say that about a comic.
You need to think critically.
Yeah, like I slowed down, and I usually kind of read kind of quickly because I have somebody to get through. I slowed down halfway through this, and I went back and started reading it again. This is a deep, thought out issue that is a great wrap up to the 4-arc series. We still don't know who or what the Bunny Mask is.
No.
We still don't know. There's a crazy, wicked, super bad guy in the caves where Bunny Mask comes from. We get the hinting that Bunny Mask is kind of a good force, but not a good force. Maybe the best of the evil forces.
The lesser evil.
Lesser of two evils possibly. She's super connected to the dude now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the first few pages,
going on there. But I loved this wrap up to the story. I love the wrap up to the story, and I'm very glad because is going to be launched tomorrow.
We do?
Well, tomorrow, today, depending when you're watching it, a Nathan Zerdy Bunny Mask exclusive for number 4. So I'm super glad this was so good. Again, I'm not biased because we have a variant for it. But this is going to be exclusive. There will be COAs for it, limited to 5 hundo. Super excited about it, and I'm very glad. Remember Zerdy? He does the sexy, pretty pinup girls. I got them all over the place.
And he did one for issue 1 as well, didn't he?
He's done a lot of these. Yeah. So he's in the horror world. The water, just look at the water effects. Any artist that can draw and color water like this, man, that's so good. Look at that. That is so good. I love it. I love this. Anyway, it'll be launched. It'll be launched tomorrow. Okay, go ahead.
We're
done.
discussed.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
So next one.
We're cooking.
Next one. Number 4.
Symbiote Spiderman Crossroads.
King Spawn. So you didn't like we talked about King Spawn in the other video a little bit.
It's like on the kid aspect.
The kid aspect, yeah.
Yes.
So art is fantastic. I love the process pages at the very end when they showed how he drew it and get into the final endpoint. So much work and thought goes into drawing this, which is great. I'm super glad we have a Spawn story that I am excited about reading again, and it makes sense. Some of the Spawns for 300 to 318 were just kind of just.
Well, I would say even before that, with Jason and Sean Alexander was on board, I'm like, what is going on here?
It's hard to follow, not understanding what's going on. This is a great story. The art is fantastic. King Spawn is not disappointing. Billy Kincaid is back, leading this cult. They dupe Spawn, and he's being manipulated. It's cool to see the Al Simmons interacting with She-Spawn, that character. It's super cool. I really, really, really liked it. Very excited about King Spawn. Go for it.
Looks like we got the return of Brian Banner in this.
Yes.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
what's going on
that was
here?
super cool.
Yeah, there's some great splash pages in here with by Greg Land, this huge spider thing. Greg, like I said, you said it before, Greg Land. We are blessed to have him do interior artwork.
Yes, he is so good, and he should be just doing covers. To be honest with you,
yeah, he should. He's at that point. Yeah,
but we are lucky to have him doing interiors.
Yes.
Imagine if we had like Kirkham or Archer doing interiors.
Oh my God.
Like that's the level artist I believe Greg Land is, and he's doing interiors.
Because I mean, yeah, if you really think about it, names like his,
he should be getting like a huge page rate for these interiors.
he should be. Yes, like Ethan Van Sciver numbers, like he was getting like $40,000 an issue. Yeah. It was
an issue. Okay.
An issue. From the pages to the
crazy.
cover. Yeah.
That's nuts.
But
I need to learn how to draw.
yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm sure they're not paying him anywhere near that nowadays, Marvel. But anyway.
Well, with Greg Land, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah, it's worth it for the art alone. How he draws Black Cat. Oh my God.
He can draw the ladies. He can draw
dinosaurs,
spiders, monsters.
Doctor Strange, aliens, and we get a mysterious alien involved. It's like may somewhat eternal in nature. I'll say that. Yeah, it's a very fun, fast-paced, well-written read.
That was a cool twist.
Yes, what a comic book should be.
What?
Yes, yeah,
yeah. I loved it. I imagine you that was in my mez because I didn't have room in my top 10. Okay, number 3.
The Trace.
We're getting there.
Alien number 7.
Oh yeah, Doctor Strange. So I already talked about it. Doctor Strange is fantastic. You need to pick it up. It's a great story. Great story. The last page, I was like, what? Super. You can kind of see it coming from the beginning dialogue, the inner monologue he had throughout the story. I loved all the interaction. It shows how busy how much Doctor Strange has on his plate. He's going from Strange Academy to fighting this bad guy, to doing this, to doing that, to doing this, to doing that. I loved it. Doctor Strange, you need to get it. Death of Doctor Strange, super good. Loved it. Talk about Alien.
Alien number 7. So this is how you write a truly great horror story.
Yes.
Pay attention, James Tynan. This is when you have well-rounded, good characters that are believable, plausible, that you root for, that you want to survive. We feel emotion for if they do die. We actually care for these characters.
You understand that Tynion's writing Something's Killing the Children and Department of the Truth, probably 2 of the best-selling horror comics that are out today, right?
You could make the argument they're buying it for the covers and they're actually reading it.
Okay.
Yeah. This was damn good and looks to be better than the first arc.
I would take you to task on that because those covers aren't like spectacular covers. Most of them deal with the inside of
Not exactly.
what's happening. Like almost all Department of Truth are related to what's happening on the inside, except for some of them are gimmicky.
The Eminem
but the stories,
album cover?
Well, those are the exceptions. The main covers are I would disagree with that. I do. Those stories are so good. I've read them all.
I would say this is how you correctly write a horror story, where you have characters that you root for, that you want to survive. They're good characters.
Okay.
And
I'm not disagreeing with that.
when the villain, the slasher, does come out and starts taking him out, it's like, oh my God, your heart sinks because you like that character.
Yep.
These are those characters.
I agree. I like them. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think James Tynion can write a good horror story. All right, number 2.
The Dose.
Yeah, Alien was super good.
Last Ronin. Number 4.
Detective. I was not enjoying Detective that much. It was kind of slipping for me, and this issue was fantastic. I really liked it. We get the origin of Equilibrium. He saves a bunch of... I was like, how is he going to save these people? And he does. But remember, this Batman is also a little older and not invincible, so Squire shows up to help him out, which is very, very cool, too. Not over the top.
Yes, correct.
But a good, well thought out save when he needed it.
Yes.
After he just saved a ton. Oh man, so good. This issue brought the series right back for me. Loved it. Can't wait for the last issue, which I'm sure we're gonna get. The showdown. All the other characters taken off the board. It's basically just Batman and Equilibrium now. I can't wait for this final issue coming up from Tom Taylor. Loved it. So, if you're not reading Batman Detective, go pick it up. Get the rest of the issues. They're really good. I'm sure you can still find them out there. This is issue 5. Issue 6 is coming up. Great story. Great story. Last Ronin. Go for it, brother.
So, number 3, I thought was a dip down when I read that. I'm like, I felt the pacing and the padding of that.
Gotcha.
This one, we ramped it back up, in my opinion.
Yeah, we felt the opposite of that. That one made it into my mez because it was... I felt like 3 was great, and this one took a dip down, but you think the opposite.
Yes, there were a couple aspects of this I really did enjoy that felt like a big step up. One, we see what happens to Donatello and Splinter.
Yep.
And they go out like champs. I did enjoy that. I'm like,
I didn't really agree with that too much. I felt like Splinter was super not spoiling anything, I felt like Splinter was super emotional and not thinking. They even tried to tell him, like, hey, let's go. But he doesn't go. And instead, he meets his demise. So I was kind of felt like, that felt a little out of place. But anyway, go for it.
And the other aspect was April's daughter. Like, I love the fact she gets her ass kicked by Mikey.
I agree with that.
I loved it. This is what I wanted, because I would have been so pissed.
It kind of shows her origin. How did she become a badass?
Yes. How did Mikey train her?
Because he says, imagine if we had 10 years of training her, what she could become.
Yes, exactly.
And sure enough.
Yeah. You just see her like missing him left and right. It's like, this is awesome. It is perfect.
And he's teaching her a lesson every time.
Yes, he is. I love it. To me, this was a great issue. A lot of fun. Well illustrated. In my opinion, a big step up from issue 3.
Okay. Yeah. Very cool. All right. And our number one. Let's see what we got for number 1.
Ice Cream Man.
We both got Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
All right, you're the huge Moon Knight fan, so you go for it.
Woo! So, holy shit, this issue was awesome.
Yes.
I loved it. So, issue 1, I was okay with.
I liked it.
Issue 2, I loved.
Issue 1, Big Key, by the way, first appearance of the bad guy in this one.
Yep, Hunter's Moon.
Hunter's Moon.
Issue 2 was awesome.
Yes.
Issue 3, this was like, okay, we're seeing Moon Knight as John McClane in this. Like, he's going to get his ass kicked repeatedly, but you're not going to keep him down. He's going to get right back up and knock your ass to the ground.
Yeah.
I loved it.
They really explained, well, he explained as he was being Moon Knight.
Yes.
why he is Moon Knight.
Yes.
Why he is such a badass dude.
Yes.
It was fantastic. I like the Hunter's Moon character. I do.
I hope he comes back. I'm like, this can't be
the
end.
That's not the end of it.
I hope
He's
not.
still on.
Yeah.
And they explain it very well too.
Yes.
He's like, I'm the fist of Khonshu. He's like, yeah, but every
another
man has
fist.
2 fists. And it was fantastic. Just when you think Moon Knight is going to be put in his place, no. And it's super cool. I loved it. I was just smiling the whole time.
Me too.
Like, yes. I put it on. I was like, that's going to be tough to beat. That was probably the second book I read for the week. And I was like, that's going to be a tough to beat number 1. And nothing came close.
I love when he's beating. I don't want to. Everyone is watching. Like, they're like, what is going? Oh my god!
And they're even like, let him go. Like,
yeah.
It's so good, so good. Okay, so that's our top 10, guys.
Man.
That's our top 10. Hey, let's kind of wrap it up. So, like the video, comment your like number, and you can win my top 10 picks. All right, you can win my top 10 picks, all of them. And go back, I forgot to mention this, but go back to the previous video, and you will win all of my Skibbits and Mez, and it's a big pile. So I'm giving away my Skibbits and Mez and my top 10, one for each video. So go back to the video. It's our Skibbits and Mez. You'll see it probably at the end of this video. Just go to the channel. It's right there. Comment your like number. Like the video first. Comment your like number. And then make sure you're subscribed. And turn on notifications, because you will miss if we go live and we tell you who wins everything. We give away tons of stuff. Slabs, trade paperbacks, omnibuses. So much cool stuff. Ratio variants, all of our picks. We just give pretty much everything away that we do to make the video.
How much did we give away last night?
A lot. Last time we did it was a ton.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus we gave away 3 slabs in our little damaged mystery box we did. Okay, so thanks a lot, guys. You know what to do. Buy what you like. Collect what you want. Don't listen to the haters. And if you need help, don't be afraid. Get some help, okay? See you guys next time.